Hello everyone, I'm Renee Mera and welcome to our show ITV Live, and this time I have an amazing personality. We all know him for a very, very long time from the South Asian community. His name is Kumar Kalotee, and he's a community activist. He's very civically engaged, as well as he's a philanthropist, and right now he's taking his political career to the next level, getting our voices heard collectively. He's running as the New York Lieutenant Governor candidate on the Sapient Party, which he created himself. So a lot of courage, a lot of boldness over here, and we want to congratulate him for his run. The elections are on November 4th, so please go out and use your power of franchise, which is so very important for all our communities, but especially for the South Asian community. If you want to get your voice heard, this is the time. Thank you so much, Bobby. We know you for a very, very long time. As I said earlier, civically engaged, big philanthropist, Friends for Good Health. You've been doing this for quite some time now. And, very politically active. And now, as I said, you're taking your career to the top level, running as a lieutenant governor for New York State on the Sapient Party line. And your partner, your running mate, is Steve Cohn, who's running for the governor. So we have a Democrat, the incumbent, Mario Cuomo. We also have Republican candidate, challenger, Bob Astorino. Yes. Yeah. And then third big contender, it's Bobby Kumar from the Sapient Party. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about the Sapient Party. It's a party of wisdom. How did you choose this name? Because it stands out.
Renu, I want to say thank you first. It's very important to having me and ITV. Good evening to all your viewers who are watching. Sapient means is a wisdom and the person with knowledge. And most of your viewers are sapient because they're all smart, yes, and they all have knowledge.
Yes.
And they came to this country, work hard and achieving their goals. Yes, I had involved with other political parties. Yes, I had done a lot of other activities. But then I left, which you know, it's not easy process.
Of course.
You ran yourself.
Right.
To run for an office, it's not easy.
Very challenging.
It's very challenging. And especially it's challenging when you're running on the existing established parties.
True.
I didn't have a problem because I was the chairman of the existing established party,
well.
Independence Party, for almost 10 years. It is not about the party. Look at this stage. There's almost over 1 million people who do not register with any established party.
Absolutely.
So what about their voice? To leave one person behind is too many, but leave millions of people who does not agree with any existing parties.
Right.
So we wanted to be the voice of those millions of people who choose not to be with the Republicans or Democrat or others. You're talking about new immigrants.
Right.
You're talking about, not necessarily that new immigrants from Southeast Asia,
absolutely,
as well as from a European country and African countries. They do not necessarily agree with the pre-existing conditions of the other parties. So we wanted to be voice, and that's one of the reasons we choose. We had to create a party which will be inclusive of all the people, not exclusive for a few.
Right. And so you chose to create this party, which was better to facilitate this for people like swing voters, those who are not in either affiliation. But even though on November 4th, anybody can vote on any line.
Everybody.
Because that's not a primary. So
everybody can vote on Sapient Party line,
yeah,
and on Row H. And there will be no party if they don't come out and vote. Absolutely. You need a minimum 50,000 votes to establish a party for permanently.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, every year or every 4 years, you have to get a petition signed and the process you go through. It's a challenging, but we came out. Right. Look, the other people, Republicans, Democrats, they both try to establish another party. So why they try to establish when they already have a Democrat party? Why they need another party? They also understand they're not meeting the goals of everybody. Why the Republicans try to create another party? Because they also believe in it. So why should we step back and sit and watch the show? We should be part of the participant of the game, not just a spectator of the game.
Right. Now, there are a lot of issues for communities at large, especially for our communities, whether it's discrimination, affordable housing, creation of new jobs, good energy, and these are some of the issues that you're running on.
Renu, first of all, you as our community, especially your viewers, they believe in education. Though I personally myself did not have it, so I understand how important it is.
Importance of education.
So because I understand how important it is, we made that one of the main issue. Education must be provided to all our children till college, to the best of the best education is available. Otherwise, they will not be able to compete worldwide. They will not remain the leader of the world. Just like we came to America because the best education, best opportunity was available in America. So we must create a best education and give the best education to all our kids, regardless of where they come from. Because they are American, they deserve, that's their right to have the best education. We should never deprive them.
We're going to talk about more of the issues. Let's take our first caller. Okay, just went off the air. So education is very important for all of us.
Okay, along with the education, Renu, not only we have to provide a good education, when they have that education, so they can remain the leader and pioneer in the society, in the world, right. But we must have good paying job.
Right.
So it's our responsibility, give them a good education, but also make sure when they come out from that college and a good degree, good education, so they have a good paying job. Good paying job means a good economy, so they can go buy the houses, buy the other stuff. But if you don't have good education, you won't have a good paying job. You don't have good paying job, you won't have a good economy going. So it's a circle.
Right. Then you have one of the other issues that you talk about, of course, immigration reform, which is so very important. It's a broken immigration system that we have. We have a broken education system and a broken healthcare system. So these are three big components of your issues that you're coming out with, and they are very challenging, not just for New York, but for whole nation. Flat tax for all. That's an interesting
if you look
issue that you brought up.
Immigration, I'm an immigrant myself.
Right.
When people who are, I call it, some people call it illegal, I prefer to call it undocumented people. It's tough when they are undocumented, but they are paying the tax, they are living here. If we're not going to send them back, then we should have them to be part of the society. Right. They should not be treated like a stepchild. So it's important, that issue, even though it's a federal issue,
yes,
but we must speak for it. We must, while they are here, and do what is take. And this issue should not be sit behind, only we talk about it when there's election time. This issue must be resolved, though it's a federal issue.
Right. Discrimination, I think, many times is consistently going across the board many times for our community, especially the Sikhs, go through it a lot because mistaken identity that happened from 2000, 9/11 time, but it still continues in many, many ways.
Renu, you and I both know discrimination exists in the world, always had, always will. But what is needed is to educate.
Right. About
the society.
Rights, yeah.
The bottom line is to educate. It's not about the civil right only. It should not be the civil right issue. It is an educational issue to understand.
Yeah. Once they're aware of it, then they're able to navigate.
Yeah. Once you have the education, they won't. Look, I'm half Sikh, and I'm very proud to be. I'm Indian, I'm very proud to be. But today I'm American citizen. I'm very proud to be American citizen. So regardless of what we look like, we must respect each other's belief, regardless of where they come from, because this is what America is, the land of opportunity. One of the issue we fighting for, if it's okay with you, I should say it,
go ahead,
is integrity.
Yes.
If you look in the newspaper every day,
Yeah.
this is our number one issue.
Integrity.
Why we say integrity is first? Every day when you open a newspaper, somebody in elected office getting arrested, somebody getting prosecuted, somebody is something else. Every day you read something. I think elected officials must and they should have the integrity to serve the people, not to boss the people. You know, when you come for looking for a vote,
Right.
you begging that vote, support me, and then you do is you forget, you don't even remember their names. You promise them you like to be a public servant. You broke that promise the first night.
Right.
The night you get elected, now you suddenly are a public boss, not a public servant. So things like the flat tax is very complicated. When people had to file the tax, it's so many pages. Why can't they make a one simple straight tax? If it's a 15%, it's for everybody regardless of who you are, if you're earning the income above certain amounts.
That's right. So a lot of oversight and a lot of transparency, which is required at this time. It's the need of the hour. We all know that.
Absolutely. Go ahead, I'll let.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
And because I go back to the education part, it's very important. A child, if he or she have a education, starting from kindergarten, you can see in our society, the problem we face is because of the lack of knowledge.
Absolutely. But so much happens on the campaign trail, morning till late midnight, it goes on, and putting out your posters, getting your voice heard. And you're getting a lot of endorsements from a lot of NFL players.
Yes. I had a football player there.
Rice.
Yes, and it's not only the football player. End of the day, again, it's is important is, but we have to take another call or what?
No, we're out of time.
We're out of time. So my last humble request, thank you to you, thank you to ITV, thank you to all your viewers who are watching. Please do not forget, vote on November 4th, ROH CPN Party for your brother, Bobby Kumar.
That's very good. Thank you very much. November 4th, a defining day. Election day, November 4th, it's a Tuesday. So polls open at 7 a.m.?
6 a.m.
Oh, 6 a.m. So you can get
6
up
to
early.
9 p.m.
6 a.m. to 9 p.m. But don't go out at 9 p.m. Be there before 8 p.m. So it's easier that way. And Bobby Kumar running on the Sapin Party for Lieutenant Governor. We wish him all the very best. Thank you very much, Bobby, for coming here. And wish you all the very, very best for November 4th.
Thank you very much for having me. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you, the ITV.
And I'm Renee. Thank you so much for watching.